So just to give these guys a little background, basically we were talking about, you know, so I teach guys what's called a cold approach pickup. So essentially, so what it means is that if you're a guy who's never really had that much luck with women, what I do is I will teach you.
Are there still those guys out there?
Oh my God. Wait, so let me finish the context. Fucking motorcycle. To finish the context, basically, we just got done recording a video, and she came up to me and said that she didn't agree with me fully on a couple of points, so I thought it'd be interesting to record a little bit of, I just wanted to hear what you had to say. Right. So what did you maybe not agree with exactly?
Well, I only, like you said, it's because of the motorcycles and everything, I couldn't hear everything you were trying to say, but you came out as like somebody that's sort of like trying to fetch the women, or how to do it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that whole concept is so wrong. It's just like it's like spoken from the loser's point of view.
Yeah. So.
And it's like, is it like really? Do you think that this family don't have class?
Right. So, okay, so, and just so these guys know as well, you know, you told me your English isn't amazing, so I'm not going to talk the way I normally would talk. I'll just, you know what I mean, just a little basic, whatever. So here's the thing.
I don't know what this guy's blog is.
What is your first language anyway?
Latvian.
Oh, okay.
But I speak Russian words.
Okay, cool. So I might be going to Kiev actually.
That's great.
One of the things I do with my company is I will take guys.
Oh, you work with them.
This is my business.
You know what? You guys should imagine this guy is just shooting the videos and he's making the money. And he's travel.
Listen. So one of the things is I go around and I'll have a student and I will teach them how to talk to girls. So here's the problem. Okay? So the guys that you know that, you know, you're saying that guys shouldn't need this, right? The guys shouldn't have to learn this.
The parents, it's upbringing, it's for the school, whatever it is.
So here's what happens. Okay? So it's like if a kid is raised in, say, a wealthy family, and that's not to say that his parents give him all the money, but if a kid is taught how to make money his whole life, he's got a dad that's always talking about finances or whatever, okay? Now that guy graduates college and he's 25 years old, right? But then say you have another kid, you know, we're all kind of the same thing. And you take another guy, they look the same, they're in the same city, whatever, they're both from New York, but the other kid grew up with broke parents, right? Poor parents.
They said poor dad.
Right.
But
exactly. So and they just learn terrible spending habits their whole life. Also, I don't think that at age 25 that guy should just think, well, I haven't been raised to be rich. I haven't raised learning how to acquire money.
You're like now, so you started off talking about the girls, and now you're talking about like personal finance.
The reason, let's focus
on something like one.
Okay, so I'll focus on just the girls. So it was a metaphor I was using, an example. So basically, if a guy is raised with confidence from his parents, they're always telling him at a young age, like, everything you're doing is like so great, you're amazing. Or you're a kid who's raised in, say, an emotionally abusive household, a father who's not happy with his life, and so he takes that out on the wife and the kids. Now that kid is going to grow up with a lot less confidence.
Well, how do you define like something that you say is like good for the kid, like, you know, go like clapping, like, oh, this is good for where it says challenging him. But if you're gonna always say, oh, you did this, oh, great. Your kid's never gonna, you know, go to the next level. So how do you manage those two?
I agree with those points. I do agree with those points. But the thing is that kid, now maybe in the long run, it might not be good for a little kid to be told, you know, everything you do is amazing. However, this is what I'll tell you, and I think you can agree with this. Women,
how do you know that?
are you?
Something, or
I think you might agree. Let me find out if you agree. So, would you say that women and you, are you attracted to confidence?
Of course, yes.
Okay. So the kid who...
It doesn't have to be in a man. It's you're attracted to confidence in a woman. Like, you know, you go to Bloomingdale's.
Yeah.
And you're gonna buy makeup from somebody that's confident. It doesn't have to do with sex.
Right. So the thing is so if the kid who was raised, and I'm just using the parents as an example, there's a lot of things that can cause a guy to never get good with girls. You know, a guy who's even an attractive guy. I mean, those two guys over there, they're attractive guys, right? Those are good looking.
They're probably gay.
They're good looking guys. a lot of gay guys are like super good looking. So those are good looking guys. Well, one of those guys, it doesn't mean that they're going to be amazing with women. They could have just had a lot of things happen growing up or with their conditioning, one second, that could lead them to just, for whatever reason, never being that confident, charismatic guy to go up to women and be like, hey, what's up? Hey, I think you're gorgeous. I think you're so sexy. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, what's your name? Whatever. Whereas that guy that was raised in that way, he could do that, and that will be attractive to you, the fact that he embodies that. So what I teach guys is how to embody that confidence that maybe they didn't get, you know, that was not deeply taught to them as they were growing up.
Yeah, but I don't think that, I think you misconcept confidence for like being like work here, or what you said, or being like that kind of like too much, I guess. Like I guess you have to be interested. For a guy, like you know, if it's all you got, just like oh hey, how you doing?
Right.
And like, and you have enough, you know, I have $15 to buy me a cocktail. No.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's everything.
So okay, so you know what? Here's one thing I do want to tell you as well. Okay, so my business isn't just. So this is something that I should have been clear about maybe even before we did the video. So my business isn't just like, here's the 5 lines to go up to a girl. It's not just that. A big part of what I'm teaching.
You have to have a personality.
A big part of what I'm teaching is for sure what you're talking about, which is how to be interesting. One of the ways I run my business is I sell an online course, and the online course that I sell actually it teaches a lot about how to be an interesting speaker, how to be better at storytelling. Because again, you know, looks aren't all of it. Looks aren't all of it.
Especially as you grow older, like, you know, like looks are all in when you're 20. When you're 30, like I am. It's like, honestly, I don't care. I mean, as long as you're not like Quasimodo.
You want to go on a date with a guy that's fun, that is interesting, that has a lot to talk about. Now here's what I'll tell you, okay? Again, we take just 2 random guys. I like having actual examples. We take these 2 cops over here, okay? Whatever. They're pretty similar looking guys. Now listen, for whatever reason, whatever.
It was like really fun.
Just pick 2 of them. Now again, for whatever reason, one of those guys might have the confidence to lay out who he is more to you. So say you use an online dating website.
I don't.
Okay, well say you met them both separately, and you go on 2 different dates with those guys. One of those guys, we call it in our world, we call it being stifled, okay? So meaning they could both be very interesting, they could both have a lot of really interesting ideas on the world that you would be attracted to, okay? But some of the guys, they need an extra push to be who they authentically are, and other guys are already just fully who they are. They're just like, I'll tell you everything about me, and that kind of thing.
Well, no, it's also about like, say, you can be interesting, but then you're not interesting to me. You know, but then like, I understand, like, I can understand that, sure, like you're brilliant, you're like, you know what you're doing, la la la. But then somehow it doesn't engage me.
Chemistry?
So I still have to find like, you know, so it has to be like kind of like 2 or 3 or whatever locks. That's why they have the same click, or they have the chemistry. It's like everything sort of falls in place.
But there's a lot of guys out there that they won't even be able to have chemistry with somebody until they really learn how to be more their authentic selves. And a really, really good way of teaching a guy how to become more of his authentic self is...
But why do you think it happens more so with men as opposed to women, I guess?
Women overall in our culture and in most cultures, maybe every culture, are pursued more. They're pursued.
Also in nature, you can see that.
Exactly. Women are pursued more. A big part of what embodies value for a woman will be things she's born with. You could be there's a lot of guys out there that you could be the dumbest girl, no personality, and the guy is still gonna wanna. A guy's still gonna wanna.
So that was one of my questions that I think I'm gonna ask a question, but it's more something that I think you should maybe kind of go over in one of your videos. But how the stereotype, which always works, you know, the cute guys are dating with like kind of ugly chicks, and then the really nice looking girls dating these sort of like not so good looking guys. You know, there's always that. Like there's rarely
It can happen.
Yeah, I mean most of the time that's what happens. So.
Most of the time, it's two good-looking people.
Really? That's how you see it?
Oh yeah, that's.
There's always like, I mean, sometimes like if I see like a really good looking guy,
Yeah.
the woman is most of the time next to him is like he'd be like a 9 and she'd be like a 6.
So I'll tell you one thing that causes that. Men typically, again, in our culture, I don't know about in nature, but definitely in our culture, a lot of men become far more attractive as they age. So you take Daniel Craig, the actor, do you know him?
Yeah.
Like a good-looking 50-year-old guy. I bet a lot.
That guy, Jason Statham.
Yeah. These are good-looking older men.
The freaking little creature, right?
Yeah.
And still he comes out as sexy.
Exactly, right? But so that's men. Whereas most women, it's sad to say, but it's true.
No, it is.
A lot of women, they lose attractiveness. So maybe when you're seeing a 9 guy with a 6 girl, maybe they were both 9s at one point, and now they're 40, and now she's dropped. But young couples, I'm telling you, I don't know where. I mean,
No, young couples still like.
No, that's just false. I don't mean to be rude, but for the most part, you're gonna attractive people are going to be together.
I guess it depends what you call it.
And if you're talking about just looks, and if you see anything vice versa, then there's some sort of exchange. So maybe you're like a guy and you're ugly and you're a celebrity, then maybe you'll fuck up.
I mean, like you're rarely gonna see somebody that he can frankly say that they're ugly. You know, like to call somebody ugly is gonna be like one of those, like one in 1,000. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But
well,
like yeah, sure. Like they're not exactly like say like the looks isn't their first strength of the thing. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Like, but maybe they're smart. Maybe they're something else. Maybe they're accomplished. Maybe they're. But I do feel though that the ones that are in actually for the sake of your or for the sake of your statistics, like me, I hate to, and I would never go with a guy. For example, you are pretty good looking.
Oh, thank you.
I would never, not like with you specifically, but I would never go out with a good looking guy.
Visually attractive. Why not?
Yeah, like super. I mean, of course, I'm looking for, you know, I don't look for like ugly guys.
Yeah.
No, because I don't like that attraction that it gets from other girls.
Oh.
And it's not about the competitiveness. Like I don't mind, you know, the competitive, but I feel like those guys tend to be narcissistic.
Yeah.
And like the guy that like goes to the gym every day, I feel like it would just like bother me too much, and like it just
It would bother you that he takes care of his body and that he wants to live a long, fulfilling, like healthy life?
Yeah, because that life doesn't involve me essentially.
Yeah.
It's like being metrosexual, and he's like too in love with himself. And if
a guy that works out regularly, you think that is metrosexual and that it's too narcissistic?
No, I'm not saying regularly. I'm saying every day. And the guys that are like taking the selfies in the mirror in the gym, those are not the guys that I would want to go out with.
Well, and some women are not attracted to that.
But at the same time, of course, I would like to have a man that works out.
In shape.
In shape,
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be like the six-pack, or it doesn't have to be like the bodybuilder type. Actually, that sort of, it almost makes me feel like they're obsessed with something, like they're too much on that routine where it's like too much for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't.
So just to bring it full circle, we'll wrap this up here for a second. So the thing is with the fitness too, okay? Just I like to use, when I teach guys things and when I explain things to people, I like to use metaphors, okay? And the fitness metaphor works perfectly. There are guys out here, they eat whatever they want and they've got great bodies. That's genetics.
It's women too.
Just like, exactly, they have genetics. They have got great genetics.
Yeah,
but then there's a guy who, he has to work really hard to stay in good shape.
No, but you do look good, and you have like a really good picture. It's like, you're very handsome.
Thank you, I appreciate that. but there's a lot of guys out there that have to work hard to get women. And I don't want these guys sitting at home playing video games.
I just don't know how come I never seen those.
Because they're hiding, they're scared.
Because they don't go out, because they sit at home, because they're self-conscious and they're afraid of getting judged by people.
This is
like
a bigger
you.
problem than you think. It
They're
really
afraid.
is.
Hang on. They're afraid to get judged by people like you. Listen, these guys are out here. They're trying to better themselves.
Myself, I live in New York now. Like, I don't have that many friends or anybody. I don't have any family here.
Yeah.
I have like very limited amount of friends. Our schedules are always like different.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, say if I want to have a beer, I'll come out on a beer in my Irish pub by myself. I don't mind. Like, I'll read my own thing. Like, I don't care what anybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever they think of me doing that, I don't care about.
Well, a big part of a man's confidence is woven in with his ability to be able to have sex with women. Okay, a guy that is a virgin, is considered to be sort of a loser, or if he's only had sex with a couple of girls.
How many virgins do you know that are past, like, I don't know, 20 years?
There's a lot of them. And just because they weren't gifted with natural abilities to attract women doesn't mean they shouldn't be out here trying. And the fact that you're so judgmental about somebody that's trying to get better with women and to improve their dating life is a big part.
Do you think I'm just mental?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that you're knocking guys that have to try. What's so wrong?
I don't think so at all, actually.
Oh.
So I think very clash on opinions here.
But at the beginning you told me that you thought that these guys were like losers, basically.
No, I think it was like more of a figure of speech, actually. But it was more like of the fact that I couldn't believe that they exist.
There's 99% of the men in this world are not good with women. 99%.
No. I was talking about the virgin.
Yeah.
So 99% of this population is not virgin. Like, the men population is not virgin.
Yeah, well, maybe, but a lot of guys don't just want to lose their virginity. A lot of guys want to sleep with hot girls. They want to fuck and have fun and have a great dating life full of women that want to take them out to dinner and go out on dates.
I mean, you're also like a little bit, forgive me for saying it, but you're also a little bit on a different planet. Like, have you ever considered or have you ever known about the guys that actually want to have sex only with the people that are in love with? And they only slept with the people that are in love with. How about your parents? How about your grandparents?
Okay, but so what about this guy? He can't go out and find love? Like,
why? So give me the reason why. So you have to go to. It's like a root cause type of thing. So whatever. This is what is going on. So why? So you have to go to basically why. You have to have a psychologist probably. Most of the guys, I'm sorry to say it, but most of the guys in this world, they will be able to lose their virginity. If not one way, the other way.
Okay, but that's okay. Most people in the world can go make minimum wage at a shitty job, and they want to make more money. They don't just want to lose their virginity. They want to be able to have sex with hot chicks because it's fun. They want to go on great dates. They want to find an amazing girlfriend. So why criticize them for that? I teach them that.
No, I think they're talking like on a little bit of a different level right now, to be honest. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have hot chicks. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have like great sex or everything.
They shouldn't have to learn it.
If they shouldn't have to learn it, I'm just like wondering how come whatever happened in their life, how come they had a trouble with even having any sex? Because usually, I mean, come on, you're a man too, probably your first sex isn't your best sex, right?
No, not at all. It's terrible.
So, okay, but somehow, everything happens to where you have the first
I had to learn this.
Sex, and you go like from there, you go like
I had terrible sex with a couple other awful looking girls, ugly girls.
I mean,
and then I wanted to sleep with hot girls.
Fine.
It was not fine.
Like, nobody told you marry them,
Yeah, but then if I see a really attractive woman on the street and I want to have sex with her and I just can't do it, I need to learn how to do that because I want greatness out of myself.
Have you ever thought about it from the perspective of a woman then?
Always, yes, I teach that. I made a video about this earlier. Yeah.
The battery's dying.
I mean, that's like a whole different story. And I, as a woman, I can tell you that I think that it's so much easier for a guy. And also, which you were talking about before, in a society, it's looked down, much less, as opposed to like a man losing virginity to a woman losing virginity. It's like a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, you almost like you're preaching something that's kind of like.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So he just alerted me that the battery's dying.
Yeah,
and we're getting on like a new topic, so we'll just end it. This was a fun video.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah, no.
You can go ahead and kill the video now.
All right.